Once upon a time, in a city there lived a boy named Callisto and a girl named Willma. They were next-door neighbors and grew up together, spending countless hours listening to old records and dreaming about their future. As teenagers, they made a promise to each other that they would grow old together, dancing to the golden oldies from the 60s and 80s. They were inseparable until the day came when Willma had to leave for another province to pursue her studies, and their worlds were shattered. Despite the distance, they kept in touch, talking every night at around 9 o'clock, looking up at the stars, and pretending they were together. They hoped and prayed for the day when they could be reunited and fulfill their promise. Then one day, a year later, Callisto received the devastating news that Willma was being forced to marry someone else by her family. The pain he felt was indescribable, and he couldn't believe that his true love was being taken away from him. Although they were separated physically, they continued to talk secretly and remind themselves of their promise. They knew that they would be together again, and they held on to that hope tightly. Years turned into decades, and life took them on separate paths. Callisto found success in his career and started a family, but he never forgot about Willma. She, too, built a life for herself, but her heart always yearned for the boy she grew up with. Despite the passing of time, their love for each other never faded, and they remained in contact, always looking for a chance to be together. But life had other plans, and they remained separated. As they grew older, their nightly conversations became less frequent, but they still held on to the hope that they would one day be reunited. They continued to pray and dream of a day when they could dance together again and listen to the golden oldies from the 60s and 80s. And so, their love story remained incomplete, with a longing for the day when they could finally be together. But even though they were apart, they knew that their love for each other would never die. And they hoped that one day, fate would bring them back together, and their love story would finally have its happy ending.